contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from the Hidden Valley, weighing 200 pounds, Ron Holiday!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fight Pro Wrestling. I am your hero, Jason Heat, joined once again by Mike Valentine. I am the light that never goes out. He's kind of looking like the monster under your bed. And get ready for the next 30 minutes that you will never forget. Though you might want to, ladies and gentlemen, that is Ron Holiday. He has been looking for love in all the wrong places because the wrong places are the female members of our roster.
Now, obviously I haven't been having that much luck with the ladies here at Fight. But you know what? It's okay. Because at least I'm not ugly. And there's nothing worse than being ugly.
And his opponent, the New Age Nasty Boy, Adam Ugly!
I'm not too sure Ron Holiday should have just said those comments.
Ron Holiday has a way with words. Unfortunately, that way is backwards, sideways, upside down, any way but a good way. For those of you just joining us, recently, Ron Holiday, who I think we sort of affectionately refer to as the unluckiest man in Fight, due to the fact that he constantly gets put up against, giant, bruising men who tower over him in both mass and height. And has been put in a body bag, has been crushed by Corey Bush. What else has happened to Ron, Mike?
Just every kind of bad thing you can think about. He has still yet to find a win here at Fight Pro Wrestling. Apparently he just put his foot in his mouth with the New Age Nasty Boy Adam Ugly, who, if you're not familiar with him, he is one half of the team formerly known as Pretty Ugly.
Jesus, look at these right off the bat, just these chops and choking him with the foot.
He has a very aggressive, very smash mouth style. Adam Ugly, there's no finesse behind him. He just wants to inflict pain, and he wants to do it the fastest way possible.
Oh man, Ron Holiday, I'm not gonna lie, Ron Holiday's creepy. Oh, they're going for a cover?
And Ron Holiday kicking out at 2.
Oh, these back chops are just making my neck hurt watching it. You see, his back is already starting to open up.
And notice Adam Ugly has not let up. He has stayed on the assault. He is not giving Ron any breathing room here.
You know, in the weeks leading up to this, Ron, who has not been very successful in the ring, unfortunately, has been trying to be successful in other areas in his life. He's been asking out a number of our female competitors, learned a valuable lesson from Jenny Rose that perhaps the best time to ask a woman out is not after she's just lost a match. Learned a valuable lesson from Billy Klein about consent. And I'm all for him learning that lesson. It looks like Adam Ugly's trying to teach him a lesson too, but I don't know, man. This is hard to watch.
Yeah, Adam Ugly is he's just picking him apart at this point.
He's not just picking him apart. Do you see his back? It's the color of a strawberry at this point.
I'm not sure Ron Holiday has gotten any offense into this.
No, Ron hasn't gotten out of the gates whatsoever.
Now, Ron Holiday, a giant splash into the corner. Ron Holiday, as you've mentioned, has been pretty unlucky here at Fight, but he's also been matched up against people so much bigger than him.
Yeah,
Adam Ugly, roughly the same size, and he's just destroying him.
Well, he just
going for the cover.
He's going for that win. I honestly kind of hope that he gets it just to end this punishment. He keeps hitting the same part of his back. You just see that discoloration. He keeps scratching it and clawing it. This isn't even about winning the match at this point. Yes, Ron said he didn't want to be ugly, and Adam very publicly embraces his particular ugly style, but this is just vicious.
For those of you not familiar with Adam Ugly, this is Adam Ugly. This is his style. I'm pretty sure he probably wasn't even paying attention to Ron Holiday in the back. He just came out and figured, hey, I'm going to beat this guy up.
I think he just knocked his jaw sideways. You just watch him, he's like, just jabbing it into that jaw. Oh, my dad's a dentist and I want him to get work, but not like this.
Keep in mind, too, this is not a grappler's match. This is just a normal style match. Adam Ugly is just picking him apart, going for the cover, but...
I wouldn't be surprised if Ron's jaw is broken.
You do have to give it up to Ron, though. I mean, he's still kicking out. At any time, Ron Holiday could just stay down.
Maybe he
Ron
should.
Holiday could submit at any moment, but he is not. That says a lot about Ron Holiday.
Yeah, I don't know if it says that he's got a lot of heart or if he's just an idiot. I mean, it's probably a little bit of both, but... See, he keeps kicking out. And you just watch Adam just thinking about how much more torture he can inflict on this person.
Adam Ugly off the ropes and drops that knee to his face. Goes for the cover, hooks the leg, and Ron Holiday still kicking out.
You know, talking about inflicting torture on people, I just have to take a moment to talk about what we saw at the end of last week, where Brittany Blake attacked Kelly Klein outside of the building, jumped out of her car, almost ran her over, much like Adam Ugly is quite figuratively running Ron Holiday over right now, but jumped out of a car, almost ran her over, beat her senseless, and left her lying on the ground as Kelly started to get up and ran away. Obviously, that's not sanctioned here in fight, but Kelly decided not to press charges because she wants to settle in the ring when she gets back from Japan.
Throw in the towel, ref, he's done. Stick a fork in him.
Oh! Adam Ugly with that snapmare driver variation goes for the cover. Oh, and thankfully it's over.
I feel like Ron Holiday has a case for press charges. That was a massacre.
Here is your winner, Adam Ugly!
Well, you just saw him out there. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to welcome Adam Ugly.
Hey, what's up? What's your name?
Andrew.
Don't touch me.
Adam, we just saw you make an example of Ron Holiday out there.
Yeah.
What are your plans here in fight?
Oh, my plans in fight. You know, I never lost those tag team titles they had at one time with a certain partner of mine that I'm not allowed to say his name anymore because legal reasons or whatever. But, you know, then all those fans out there, they're just a bunch of jerks. And, like, Ron Holiday comes out there, he's all cocky, trying to hit on all the ladies. You know what I mean? Like, that's... I'm single too, so I was like, I saw him. Then he said some stuff about me being ugly, and like that's my name. But like, look at this baby face. Look at these blue eyes. Look how sexy I am. Girls love me. All right, don't pan down. Don't do that. But listen, I'm here to prove myself in the singles competitives. You know what I'm saying? Those singles competitives. I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna be a big star. You know what I mean? Big name and stuff on the building, on the marquees and stuff. You're gonna see Adam Ugly, right? And everybody's gonna be like, "Yo, that dude's cool." And like they're gonna buy my T-shirt. And they're gonna like my action figures and stuff. You know what I mean? So like that's gonna be cool with me. And like that's what I'm gonna do. So like whatever, dude. You know what I mean?
The following contest is a hybrid match, and it is scheduled for 2 out of 3 falls. There will be a 15-minute time limit, and there is no ring out. Introducing first, from Long Island, New York, weighing in at 185 pounds.
And it is main event time here. Ernie Osiris coming out. All we know is this is a hybrid match. Not really too sure who his opponent is just yet.
No, Ernie's asked for some time to talk to us. He asked for this match, and we don't know who it's with.
Fight faithful. I have some news. As you know, I lost my last title match against Tanner Reynolds. I take full responsibility. I can't blame Bobby, I can't blame Tanner. I take full responsibility for my actions. Just like I take full responsibility for my actions in the past. Because my actions in the past cost me a lot of time in this ring right here. My actions in the past cost me a lot. Cost me my dreams. But I asked fight officials. I asked them. I said, take me out of the title picture. I don't deserve it right now. Because see, Hercules had his 12 labors. Ernie Osiris had 12 steps to recovery. In this ring, until I beat 12 of the top talent, not just in fight, but all over the world, then, and only then, will I get my title shot. So right now, right here, I want to introduce my first opponent. My first opponent is fierce. My first opponent is tough. My first opponent is going to take my first step to the next level. You may know him as Little Willie, but I introduce to you Will Ferrara.
Well, this is awesome. Will Ferrara is here to be the first step in what sounds like are the 12 labors of Ernie Osiris. Ernie has apparently taken himself out of title contention until he scores 12 victories against what seem like hand-picked opponents by both himself and fight management from across the wrestling world, both members of the fight rosters and not. And what an incredible first choice in his old friend and rival, Will Ferrara.
I find it very interesting that Osiris, who's been doing really well here in fight and proving himself, decided that he still has much to prove to himself. Removing himself out of title contention, putting himself into this kind of situation, a 12 labors. I'm really excited about this.
Yeah, I just think it's a phenomenal thing that Ernie's doing. The whole story of Ernie Osiris since he has returned to professional wrestling, and specifically as part of fight, has been one of redemption. You know, Ernie was a top prospect in the wrestling world, and in Ring of Honor specifically, where Will Ferrara is now. Look at these two so evenly matched, just training hold for hold and blow for blow, because they've gone down very similar journeys. Ernie used to, in addition to being an in-ring competitor with Ring of Honor, he had a number of office duties. He was being groomed for positions there, and when his demons got the better of him, and he was forced out of professional wrestling for a while to kind of find himself, when he was forced out of Ring of Honor because of those issues, Will Ferrara is the one who took those responsibilities. Will is basically living the life that Ernie was supposed to live.
Now this is a hybrid match here at Fight, so it is going to be best 2 out of 3 with a 15-minute time limit. So both these men do need to move kind of quick to try to get 2 falls on the other person. Will Ferrara tests the strength, able to keep Ernie Osiris down there with those kicks to the midsection as well.
Will Ferrara, an incredible professional wrestler, both as a singles competitor and also as a tag team wrestler, is one half of the Dogs with Red Titus. You have to see, you know, I think honored as Will likely is to go up against his old friend in the beginning of these journeys, he wants to put him down and show Ernie just how far he still has to rise. But secondly, wrestling is a very hierarchical industry. When Ernie lost his spot and Will took it, you have to imagine that losing to Ernie now, Will would be questioning whether or not he deserves that spot, if he would have it, if not for Ernie taking himself out of contention. There's a tremendous amount on Will to prove that he deserves to live the life that he's been living, to have the successes, to be the name, to be the person who's still active in the world of professional wrestling. To be the boss that the person climbing the mountain has to beat. That's an incredible position.
Ernie Osiris with that arm drag immediately back out of the corner, keeps going to that, keeps working over that arm.
Yeah, these guys are just trading move for move, neither one of them really getting the advantage yet. You just see how similar they are. You see the paths that they've traveled. And here's the advantage for Ernie. Oh, that throat chop right there is that he's got less miles on him. The one thing that his sidebar, his sidetrack in the world of professional wrestling gives him is that he has a ton of experience, but he's taken less bruises, less wear and tear. The other thing is Will Ferrara has been going hard these last 4 years that Ernie's been out of the game, and you can't imagine how many great people he's fought, how many accomplishments he's had, how much experience he's gained in the meantime. So what means more? Having a chance to go the distance and get a lot of new experience, or having a little bit of a fresher body, having a little less miles in the tank?
And Will Ferrara, with that aggressive style, seems to be catching up to him. Ernie Osiris able to keep getting the better of him. Goes for the cover there. Does not hook the leg. Ferrara kicking out at 2.
And I've been told by a lot of people that when you're in a fight, the people you hit hardest are the people you hate. But the people that you hit second hardest are your friends, more than you do just another competitor or a stranger or another person in the locker room. Your friends are the people that you know really well. Oh, his shoulder hit really hard right over there.
Goes for the cover, rolls him up. And Will Ferrara with the first fall here.
Stacked Ernie up. And for his first labor, Ernie is already coming in from behind. This is not the way that Ernie Osiris wanted to start it, but this shows why he needs to be doing this. Ernie's not where he wants to be. He wants to build himself into the single best professional wrestler that he can be, so that he can represent what he has named the Fight Faithful and become the leader of this company, whether by champion or in the locker room.
10 minutes remain in this match, as Jarrett just told us. Ernie Osiris needs to find a way, if he wants to win this match, to get 2 falls in under 10 minutes now. Will Ferrara complete control of this situation and the pacing of the match.
Yeah, he's starting to have some fun. That's the thing about friends. They annoy you a lot, you know? Like, yeah, you like them and you want to spend time with them, but like, I don't know. Take you, for instance. If I could punch you, I'd probably punch you harder than a stranger. Because, you know, like, you're annoying.
I'm just happy that you consider me your friend. Will Ferrara, with that kick out of the corner, goes for the cover. Ernie Osiris, again, kicking at it too. Now slowing things down with the submission hold here in the center of the ring.
Well, that's the thing. Now, I'm sure Will Ferrara wants to get the second pin, but honestly, if he waits out the clock, if he's able to make the rest of the match go without Ernie getting anything, he still wins 1-0 in this hybrid match. So it's in his interest to keep it nice and slow and grounded and controlled as our Fight Faithful are rooting behind Ernie Osiris, trying to get him back in the game. And I'm just really proud of the guy, man. I like Ernie. I really do. He's a good person. He's an honorable person. And he's just... I appreciate people who want to do the work that it takes to become the best. So many people could be complaining. I mean, the way that he lost his title match was that Bobby Shields came out and Corey Bush came out, and then Tanner Reynolds kicked a rope in his crotch. There are so many excuses, and he gives none. He takes his failure like a man, like a true competitor, and now he's coming out and saying, I'm going to try and get 12 wins against the best that this country has to offer. Will Ferrara being the first of them, and what stiff competition for a first time out.
Ernie Osiris trying to fight his way back into this.
And Will just not letting him out. Really grabbing him, wrenching on that windpipe and the carotid artery. You can see Ernie starting to lose his breath, lose his air, lose his capacity for reason and understanding.
The referee checking him right now. Ernie Osiris almost out there, but able to find the energy to stay in this match.
Come on, Ernie, you got this. You don't want to go down in the first one, man. He called his shot. He said he was going to take down 12 of the best. He cannot afford to lose the very first step on this journey.
Wild punch blocked, answered by a forearm shot. Another forearm shot by Osiris.
Will might want to change up his tactics. Those forearms are not nearly as effective as they were before. I think Ernie's starting to get in the swing of things. Got that super kick right to the face, not waiting a moment to go for a lariat. I really appreciate this. You can tell that Ernie's tired. You can tell he's been in this match for a while, and he is not letting a thing stop him. As soon as he hits a move, he's going right in for another, and a cutter right in the center of the ring. And there we go, 1-1. This will go to the third fall hybrid rules.
The winner of the second fall is Ernie Osiris. The next fall wins.
So much pride on the line for both of these guys. So much history between the two of them. So much respect between them. But neither one of them wants to go to the next, friend barbecue and know that they lost to the other one. Can you imagine just having to live with that shame, that ridicule for the rest of your life? Of course you can. You're Mike Valentine. Why am I even asking that question? Going in for that super kick. We've seen him take out people before, but Will Ferrara knows it, grabs it, and hits him really hard right in the chin.
Will Ferrara looks like he may be calling for the end here. Delayed vertical suplex. Osiris able to roll him up. Ferrara pushing out of that pinfall attempt.
Kind of unique pinfall. He's able to cradle his leg with the other leg, but Will's still able to get in. Oh, and now, Will's taking a cheap route.
But the referee able to catch it and calls him out on it.
Oh, come on, man. This is a phenomenal contest between two guys who are both trying to win at all costs. What am I saying? Of course you should do whatever it takes. Grab the rope. Do what you need to do, Will. Don't lose. Don't lose, Ernie. I want both these guys to win. I'm very conflicted.
Double takedown right now. And the referee administering the count. How unfortunate would it be if this ends in a double countout right now?
I would riot. None of us would be safe. My anger would burn the world.
Ernie Osiris, Will Ferrara both able to get up to their feet.
5 minutes
Two
remaining.
mastodons
5
seeing
minutes
each other.
left.
Double clotheslines, neither one of them going down. Oh, and they both take each other to their knees.
Center of the ring, exchanging shots.
Trading blow for blow. And now we're just reduced to slaps.
Hard forearm shot by Ferrara there. Still doesn't take Osiris all the way down. Both men up to their feet.
You just they see in each other the thing that they want to be or don't want to be. You can see Ernie looking and saying, I want that. I wanted that life and I lost it. You just see Will saying, this is mine. I earned it.
Hits him with a super kick.
He earned that DDT too. We've seen Ernie pin people in this very ring with it.
And that is it. Ernie Osiris able to defeat Will Ferrara in his first labor.
Much like Hercules, much like the heroes of mythology, much like our modern mythologies of comics and graphic novels, Ernie Osiris has attempted and conquered the first quest, the first step on his 12 labors to become the Ernie Osiris that can be the face of fight. That guy right there doesn't take shortcuts to the title, to the top. Ooh. Like I said, Will's pissed, man. Is he gonna shake his hand?
And Will Ferrara allowing that anger subside, raises the arm of Ernie Osiris, showing him some respect here.
It's the thing about friendship, man. They might annoy you, they might bother you, you might hit them a little harder, but it's because you love them. There's love between those two. And Ernie Osiris has stepped down the first path to his journey. We'll be back next week with more Fight Pro Wrestling.